Greetings all, this is the J-Man from Metal Sharks, and it's Saturday, February 29, 2020. It's probably about 7:20 a.m., so I'm getting after it. I'm going metal detecting. This is a 1950 home permission in the family with about 7+ acres, believed to have been part of a former dairy farm back in the day. So who knows what might be possible here. Last time I was on this property, I found a really cool relic tied into the Henry T. Ford company in one of their cars, which you find out more about that, you can see our past video on it. I also found some really cool history from 1986, so this may not look like much, but that's also featured in our past video at this property. So I hope you enjoy this one. Who knows what might be here, but this was a token from 1986 Statue of Liberty, made from actual material from when they refurbished the statue back in the 80s under President Reagan and Congress. So this is the shotgun shell head stamp that I just found. It was a real jumpy signal. It looks like it says leader on the bottom, and I can see the number 12, and it's hard to do this and show you, so I'm going to try to get some of the dirt away. And I'm thinking it may say E-S-T-E-R. I thought it was Western, but I'm not sure. Really not sure. So I'll have to clean it up and show you in my wrap-up. But I'm excited about that. I'll have to do some research on that, see what the age range is on this. Not sure how old that might be, but it's pretty cool. So J-Man here with you from Metal Sharks, and I got some kind of target here. It was low 30s, but I felt like I had to dig it. It was repeatable. But as you can see, I'm not going to hurt him. But there's a black bug here too. Oh, anybody know what kind of bug that is? Maybe leave that in the comments. But he's very interesting looking, and he was actually underground with my target. So this is the J-Man after that black bug find, and all it was looks like a really old piece of fence material. Howdy, howdy folks. Now I'm standing in the culvert or creek area that runs across the property, and I'm going to give this a whirl. This is where I found the Statue of Liberty token last week, I believe. So let's see what else might be around here. I'll show you a little bit more footage of the terrain here. Heading this way, which I believe is north, is the where the house is, up that way, several hundred yards. And then straight ahead here, about 50 feet away, is where I found the token. So I'm gonna really work this area kind of slowly. So far on today, Saturday, February 29th, working this culvert, I keep getting these low 30 signals, and I've got another one here, and I can see it poking out here. It looks like some kind of bolt or large object. Yeah. Wow. So that's interesting. Not sure what that would be used for. It's got two rounded ends. I would say it's a good foot long, very old and rusty. So any ideas, viewers, please leave them in the comments. So like a lot of signals I've been getting this morning, there was a low 30 signal, and I've got it right here. So let's get this out. So that is really interesting. It is a really old looking piece of metal, and it looks like an old bolt maybe, but I'm going to have to clean that up to really figure it out. I mean, I don't know what that would be used for exactly, but let's get that cleaned up and see what comments folks have on that. Another mystery item. So the neighboring property has an old pole barn with an old boat tucked away. And then off in the distance is a house, but it looks kind of dilapidated. Maybe built in the 70s. But I was just curious what was back on this corner of the property, which is the east corner. And so I came back here just to check a little bit. The culvert kind of is in a crescent shape, and it curves down to the back corner here. So the neighboring property has this really old, looks like a pickup truck. Just the shell of it. Probably from the 70s, but I'm not sure. So we've got some curious black cows on the neighboring property. Hey guys, enjoy your munching. So in this dig, I found a target that was jumpy, 5766 in different numbers, and it's at the base of this giant oak tree. I think I'll call this the Henry T tree, in honor of Henry T. Ford, because I found the Ford part, or holly part, near this tree. And let's see if we can get this. I think it's in the plug right here. Dang. No idea where it went. Must have really knocked it around. Okay, that's interesting. It's a bullet. That might be 38 caliber or something. So we'll have to look at that more closely in our wrap up. Yeah, this is the kind of signal I keep getting, you know, just jumpy. I feel like I have to dig in. 53, 6 inches. Okay, let's see what this bad boy is. Okay, that's interesting. It's only part, but it's a really big shell fragment. I don't know what caliber that is, but it's really big. It's probably, it says Federal something. Some kind of Federal shell, as you can see there. So I'm getting a low 30 signal here, and I also found an old bolt near here. Wow, look at that. That's interesting. That looks like an old spike, but it has a square head. So that's very interesting. So I got to keep investigating over here after I get a drink. So I'm finding some old items here. I wonder how old that could be. J-Man out. And also I wonder what it could be used for. So J-Man is back with you, and in the middle of the pasture I got a 62, 63, and I can see it over here in the clump. I wanted to show you. I saw it a minute ago. Okay, here it is. It's a big rifle shell. I'll have to get you more information in the wrap-up. But anyways, there you have it. So the J-Man is back with you with a wrap-up from my time at the 1950 property and 7+ acre permission back pasture area. So over here we have some interesting finds. This one is a real mystery. It's pretty long, I would say 14 inches, metallic with rounded edges. And I think there's a bit of a groove here. So I don't know if that could be like a large paintbrush handle, or if any of the viewers have other ideas on that. And this is a threaded item. See if I can show you the threading. The threading runs all up this way, and also it's bent. So I don't know why a bolt, if that's what it is, would be bent so much. And it's got some kind of buildup on it. It's really hard to, I don't know if that will come off. So it's a strange item. Now this is some kind of spike, obviously, and it definitely looks to have some age on it. But I believe it would be too small to be a railroad spike, but maybe it was used for farming purposes of some type. I'm not sure. I want to be sure to show you how that looked. So next up I have three different bullets that I found. And I brought this ruler out to give you an idea of the size here. I think this one is about 1/2 inch long. This one is almost 3/4 of an inch long. And this one is really curious to me because, as you can see, it has rings there. 1, 2, 3, 3 different rings. So I almost wonder if that could even be as old as a Civil War bullet. But I'm not really sure because I just don't know much about bullet identification. But I'm going to try to look this up, post it on a Facebook site about identifying finds. And if I have more information, I'll include it in this video somewhere. But very interesting, and maybe some viewers will have ideas on these bullets. But this one looks like it's been fired and smashed, as you can see. Okay, so over here I have a couple of 22 rifle shells, fragments. And then this says Federal 45 Auto, same as this one, another of those. And then this next one I can't make out. And then this one that's got more of the shell left reads PC 3006. And then it has the letters SPRG, as you can see. Quite a big fragment of a shell left there. And then this one says WIN Luger, and it looks like maybe 9mm, but I'm not sure. And then the most interesting ammunition fragment find that I had was this Winchester Leader number 12 gauge shotgun head stamp. And this is, I believe, older than 1933. And I'm going to put up more information about my research on this. This one I couldn't make out what this is. As you can see, it's really deteriorated. This shotgun head stamp.